Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another great episode of Kyndra's Corner. I am excited, man. I'm so excited. I got a new comic coming up to the stage, and then, of course, returning comics as well. But before I go ahead and bring everybody to the stage, I need you guys to please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, share this episode with as many people who need it, especially if they're feeling down. Because I always say, man, comedy, like laughter, is the cheapest medicine. It really is. And Kyndra's Corner is a podcast that's dedicated to random polling questions, interesting news, and all that great stuff. The first person I'm going to bring to the stage, man, the first person I'm bringing to the stage. This one time, a random woman had wrote on his page, congratulations for his engagement. So he decided to write back underneath that saying, you know what? It should have been you. Listen, Raymond Joseph, all she wanted you to do was just say thank you. Why would you sit here and do all that extra stuff?
Yeah, love works in mysterious ways, I guess. I'm getting thrown off here, kind of thrown under the bus,
Don't worry, you ain't the only one because it's about to get worse. The next person I'm about to bring to the stage, she really needs to stop trying to force a vaginal prick. Sis, your hoo-ha is just bony. Miss Anita Valentina. Okay, I don't know why you think that it's okay to do that.
I just want to look cute.
All right.
Like everybody else.
Hey, you're doing it. You look cute indeed. The last person. He really needs to stop rejecting a woman, okay, because he has a girlfriend. It's like rejecting money because you have a job. Davey, please, man, just take the woman, okay? What are you doing? You're single until you get married anyway.
I feel like you're preaching to the choir. I've been polyamorous for years.
Really?
Kind of.
Well, hey, you know what? Congratulations.
I don't know. Well, thank you.
You're trying. Well, listen, man, I thank you so much, especially Raymond. I do appreciate you so much for wanting to come on the podcast and everything else like that. I'm glad somehow, some way I found you. And of course, Davey, I found you a while back, probably around the same time I found Raymond and then Miss Anita. Glad I found you, right? So let me go ahead. I'm going to start off with Raymond first since this is his very first time on the podcast. Let's do the interesting news. So this is, animals, and I love animal facts. Like they always crack me up. So some ostrich farms, they struggle with breeding because certain male ostriches become more interested in their human handlers than female ostriches. And those are mainly the male handlers. So Raymond, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by it. I think humans are the most attractive animal. I might be biased on that. But I'm kind of surprised more animals aren't trying to mate with humans, Like, I don't really blame the ostriches. It's our fault. We're asking for it.
Have you ever had a run-in or encounter with a negative encounter with an ostrich?
I haven't. I think when I was young, my sister and I went to a petting zoo and an ostrich bit her glasses. I can't remember if it was an ostrich or a goose, but it was a long-necked bird.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is she okay?
She's all right. I mean, from that, I don't think that caused significant trauma, but all right is, I don't know, subjective. She's good. She's got a kid and a husband, so.
All's what it ends well. Love it. Anita, what are your thoughts on, with the whole thing as far as when it comes with ostriches, like not wanting to mate with females and the ostriches and all that?
Leave it up to a man to want to do something like that is what I have to say about that. 99% of our problems come from a man thinking he can do something he shouldn't be doing.
You know what? This is why I had to have another woman on here. I have another woman. I know it's about to get a little biased on the podcast, but I had to have someone to back me up. Couldn't be the only one here. Have you ever had an issue with an ostrich or, had a friend of yours who got ran down by one or so?
Actually, when I was at my cousin's wedding in Puerto Rico, she had it on the zoo. It was beautiful, but they kept telling everybody to stay away from the ostriches because they were chasing people down. I listened, but she had people that definitely were trying to go fuck with them, but I did not go near them things.
Yeah.
I did see somebody getting chased by one. And I was like,
Are they fast?
yes,
Yes, they are.
That's what I
Fast.
thought.
They're very fast, Davey.
yeah, they're very fast.
You don't listen, man. You think the police you can't outrun? Try to outrun. You think you can outrun the police? No, try to outrun the ostrich. Davey, what are your thoughts on the male ostriches not wanting to like go in and they're like falling in love with human beings?
You know, I think it happens to the best of us. Like when I go to a petting zoo, I sometimes find myself with certain feelings and urges that maybe I'm not super proud of. So who's to say it shouldn't happen the other way?
I understand. You know what? I'm gonna say this before I come back to Raymond with the random polls. So I was in Tennessee, Alamo, Tennessee, a small town, and I decided to go through a drive-through safari. Have any of y'all ever been through a drive-through safari? Nobody? Okay.
Oh, me. Yes.
Was it
Yes.
Was it New York or where were you at the time?
I was in Virginia.
Okay, got it.
It was those things are scary. They look fun. They look fun online, but those things are fucking scary.
They are. They really are. And so I got I paid like maybe $20 for a bunch of food, right? Like 2 big cans, like metal cans, 10 cans of food. And so, I'm feeding. I mean, mind you, these things are greedy because there were 10 cars ahead and they fed them. Well, this thing is walking, big one eye, ain't blink, right? And it's just looking at me, and it just comes and it starts attacking the food can to the point I was trying to. And mind you, here's the worst part. It's very much rocky type of road. Like you can't go fast or you're gonna have a tire blowout. I think they did that on purpose, right? And so I'm having to go 4 miles an hour, and this animal, this ostrich is just like chasing me down in the car, and it's like pecking, and I'm like, ah! Guys, my heart was racing. And then on top of that, I got swarmed by a bunch of animals. Like a bunch of animals were swarmed around my car. And it wasn't nothing but the grace of God that like set the animals apart, because I would have never made it home. That was scary. So I'm with Anita on that. Oh my God. So let me ask you, 2-part question. We'll start with the first one. So have you ever had somebody develop a crush on you that you never saw coming?
Yeah, I want to say like all my Tinder matches I'm shocked by. Okay. I'm going to try not to sound too self-deprecating here, but I think I'm an ugly person, okay? and I feel like Tinder is just a place where people go to like, it's purely looks, and every once in a while I get a match, I'm kind of like, what is this person thinking? I feel like a lot of my successes in romance have been when I've like forced to interact with somebody either at work or, through mutual friends or something. They get to know me. I think I'm charming. I think I'm funny. I do have confidence, but I don't think I'm attracting people based on my looks alone. So I'm always a little shocked when I find a match there.
Got you. I actually saw your Tinder profile, and you actually had like look Brad Pitt. So it was like, wait, is this the same person? Because I matched with you. Let me ask you this question.
Well, you got your geography set in like way too big a scope.
Right. Yeah.
Wide net, you guys. You got to cast.
But you're
net.
both
Minnesota
doing it with each other.
Sorry,
wait,
David.
hold on, Davey. What'd you just say?
You're both casting a really wide net if you matched with each other. I mean,
sometimes I'll travel for love.
That's it.
Oh.
I was just north of Atlanta recently, so maybe that's
He was, and we had a nice coffee date. But he didn't pay for the meal, so I was like, "Yeah, you're done."
Oh no! Yeah,
I'm sitting in the back of my Subaru. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, let me ask you a follow up, and I'm gonna come to Anita next. So, have you ever, Raymond? Have you ever liked somebody who had absolutely zero interest in you, and how did you finally get the message? Like, who was that one girl that you were like, "Yeah, I gotta go move on"?
I think there's tons of examples of that in my life, but I think the most recent was, I just moved to the Twin Cities about 1.5 years ago with at the point it was a platonic friend. We were living together, and I don't know. I think I started to develop some feelings for her. We were doing a lot of the same things together. There's a physical attraction there. I was like thinking, hey, wouldn't it be great if we just added romance to this list of activities we can do? And she wasn't feeling it too much. I think at the time she was saying that she was bisexual. And I think the way I got the hint was she started to admit to herself that she was a lesbian.
Yeah, that used to work. You can say I'm a lesbian and mean like I am too. Doesn't work anymore. Miss Anita.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna start with the first question. So have you ever developed, had somebody that you developed a crush on that you never? Oh wait, sorry. Have you ever had somebody develop a crush on you that you never saw coming?
Yes. Recently, actually, yes.
Oh no! What happened?
Unfortunately, this guy I used to go to school with messaged me when my ex updated his Facebook profile, so that automatically updated mine to say that like we were single. And he's like messaging me to catch up and blah blah blah, and I was like, this is weird, because you ain't never talked to me before, and all of a sudden now you want to talk to me. He turns out, and I was picking up on the vibe before he even tried to ask me, and I was just like, in my head, I'm like, where do you get the audacity? Like, to, like, obviously you saw it just happened, one, so where do you get the audacity to even be like, let me just go ahead and jump right on it and try to ask her out? So before he could even do that, I threw out there, I was like, yeah, I'm not dating for a while, I was just like, don't have time for it. I'm super swamped with work right now. I got to take care of my kid, just like complaining to him about it. And he goes, oh, I'm so disappointed because I wanted to ask you out. And I was like, where do y'all get the audacity to think just like that I just got out of a relationship, so I want to go out right now?
You know that old saying how people, they follow this, like the best way to get over someone is to get underneath them or whatever.
Yes. No, I'm a big believer of that.
So
you didn't want to get over this person then?
No, I did already. I already did. But like, our lives, I would say, are not aligned in any way. We don't live in the same state. Oh, I forgot. He's married.
Oh my gosh.
In an open relationship. Yeah. In an open relationship. Yeah, that's what I forgot. Yeah, that's the best part. He's married.
So before I come to Davey real quick, so let me say this, because I got to finish up with the other part. So you know what I think it is? Some people, when they like, okay, they the message like it's gonna say single. Some folks think that, okay, well, they probably were single like before we updated the profile. So maybe in his mind that he thought that, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
But I'm glad you told him. So here's the second part. Have you ever liked someone who had absolutely zero interest in you, and how did you finally get the message?
No. The type of man I like will always pursue me before I could even see him.
Yeah. So you're never going to go to a guy first and be like, you're really attractive.
Never.
Here's my number. Oh, man. Okay. Well,
I know. I'm probably, maybe I'm missing the love of my life that way, but I just, the type of man that I want and I have experienced in the past all will approach me before I even see them.
Got you.
That's just like what I'm used to. I don't know.
Let me ask you, Mr. Davies. So same with you. I'm gonna start with the first one. Have you ever had someone develop a crush on you that you never saw coming, and what had happened?
I don't think so. Unless I don't know about it. But I feel like when it's happened, I always had a feeling it was coming.
Mm-hmm. Got you. What about you ever liking someone who had absolutely zero interest in you? And how'd you finally get the message?
All the time. I wonder if that's like a a foundational difference between guys and girls then, because I guess Raymond said that was his experience, and Anita said that's never happened to her. So
Yeah.
there was a girl in college that I was pursuing relentlessly for years. Years. I'm so romantic.
Did you send like flowers to her job?
I'd write her letters.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
And she would write me letters too, but in a platonic way. And I eventually learned that she was asexual. So.
Oh no! When did you finally find that out?
Well, I guess she found it out eventually, and when she did, she told me.
Oh, that was your final. So just like Raymond, he's like, listen, this is the bisexual. Y'all should know he's talking about the same woman.
Maybe. Start with in.
No, M for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Well, let me.
Maybe she used a fake name.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
one of y'all got a fake name.
Maybe we should ask the ladies, like, if you've been in that situation and you weren't feeling it with somebody, has that been an easy way for you to just be like, oh, I'm a lesbian, or I'm asexual?
No. Well,
no, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Men don't care. In my experience, the men who have approached me like that, they do not give a fuck.
I mean, Davey and
I could be the one to change you.
You got that?
Yeah. Hey, I backed off. We're still living together. You know, it's not weird.
Oh, I thought of something.
Go ahead, Davey.
There was a lesbian that I met after a show a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And she definitely seemed interested. That surprised me.
You know what? She probably was just upset with men, and she's like, "I'm tired of you men. You guys are just annoying." And then she saw you. It's like, "Oh, he was funny. Okay, I kind of like he has some chest hair going on. I can play with it. He's rubbing in my hair. I can just play with his chest hair." Well, let me go ahead. I'm gonna answer these polls, and then we're gonna go ahead and be done. So. I have had so this reminds me of this guy. I love traveling. If I could I like road trips. Let me rent a car, use my car, whatever, somebody's car, and then I can just go ahead and go cross country. So this particular time, I was in New Jersey, and I was like in South Jersey, where I think it's more toll roads down there. So, but anyway, I met this guy on from Instagram, and he was cool. He seemed very cool. Like, hey, we would vibe out, have great conversation. He never gave me off any creep. And it finally took me like a couple of years to say, okay, I'm finally making it out my way out there. I said, just meet me here at this location. And so we met at some neutral park waterfall. The next day, I said, he's like, are you going to come back to Patterson? I'm like, yeah, I'll come back to Patterson. And so I met at a restaurant, and, he paid for the meal. Mine was like $10 total, right? And so he sends me a message, I would say maybe a few days after that, it starts professing his love. And I said, I'm sorry, sir, I'm lost. He's like, well, Kyndra, I took 2 buses to see you. How did you not know that I didn't like you? Because I remember there was a guy, shout out to Jordan, who lives in Florida. Last I checked, he lives in Florida. When I traveled to Florida, he traveled about 6 hours to see me. But the reason he traveled that far was because he says, yo, you're cool. I love your energy. You ain't on that no type of demon time. You're amazing as a creature, as a person. And that was about it. And when I used to work at the airport, let's say he was flying through, he's like, hey, are you here? I just want to hang out with you for a few minutes. And that was it. That's what it taught me, that you have some men, right? Like, for example, Davey said, hey, I was very romantic. I, did the flowers. You have some men who are just chivalrous, and they're kind. They don't want a woman to be like, oh, I'm not interested. I like your company. You're a cool individual. Then you have some men who be like, well, I spent $10 on you. That means I like you. So with the first gentleman who took 2 buses to come and see me, I'm like, well, that's on you. Like, you the one who, like, what made you think, like, you didn't pay for me, like, reimburse me for my time out here. Like, come on now. So what happened after that? I didn't hear from him for a very long time. I thought he unfollowed me, but he still kept tabs on me. And then he sent me a random message because he wanted me to support some type of organization he had. Right. This was like months down the road. As far as me liking people who have absolutely, man, like Davey said all the time. I remember, listen, just to let you know. It got to the point for me. I would sit here and try to, say, oh, this guy, he's attractive. I would be like, hey, you're really handsome. I would have pickup lines and everything, right? I'm like, oh, these pickup lines are going to work, right? I used to get my pickup lines from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So they worked on them. I knew it was going to work on the men, right? So anyway, I would tell you this one particular guy, who's the one person in general? I used a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air pickup line on this one guy named Rico. And Rico's like, okay, cool. We exchanged numbers, and by the third day, Rico had blocked me, and I didn't say nothing weird. He just blocked me. I said, "What the heck happened? I mean, tell me I went through all that for you to. So how did I get the message? He blocked me, right? I try to make another Facebook account because I'm like, no, you are not leaving. We are going to sit here and we're going to be together, right? So that's when I realized the unhealthy, unsecure attachment styles that I had to go through therapy and work through. That's when I was like, okay, there's something wrong, Kyndra. We can't just keep doing this. Move on. Time to leave it. Let it go. So that's my stories. Yeah. Any questions? Comments?
Concerns? If you're happy, we're happy.
No, there's some things you should not be happy about. Davey's over there pondering. What's going on, Davey? What's in your mind?
I was just thinking about your first story. That was the one with the guy
who took 2 buses to come.
Oh, right. You said that the meal was $10 total?
It was like $10 to $15 total. Yeah.
For both of you?
Yeah, total. Yeah, for both of us. Not per person, because I'm also a woman. I'm very mindful of a man's pockets. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, let's go to a steakhouse on the first date meeting.
Yeah, it's like $10 to $15 for 2 people. That's really good.
Yeah, it was at some vegan burger place that was really cheap. It was, I was like, okay, well, let's go here, right? So, it was yeah. And what the other thing? Let me say this, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let y'all do y'all socials and everything. So the place that I remember when I had parked, mind you, the area, how there's certain places that say, okay, do not park here, your car will be towed. And you have some areas where your car won't be towed, but other areas your car will really be towed, right?
Yeah.
That's not my hood. I don't know nothing about it. So I wasn't sure. And I said, hey, look, I'm a little, he wasn't reading the room. Sir, is there another place? Or are you, because he's like, you can park in the back. Why would I park in the back? I got to return this rental car. Why would I park it in the back, right? So, again, he was riding the bus. What could I expect? He's poor. That's my fault for trying to, talk to him. Well, a lot of men.
That's what you get for doing charity work.
You know what, Anita? It is. But you know what I've learned? A lot of my DMs, they are poor. Because once I start getting to know them, I live with my grandma's auntie's cousin, It's always some type of excuse, you go to their house and then you just see they're sleeping on, bed springs and stuff. It's bro, get it, no real mattress, no nothing. Oh man. I'm man, it's a facade.
That might be why we didn't have that second date, because I didn't
I'm sorry,
and I'm sleeping in the back of my Subaru.
Yeah, you know what? Hey Raymond, but now guess what? You upgraded to Mitsubishi, right? Or is it a Bugatti now? Because if you got a Bugatti, call me. All right,
it's gonna be hard to sleep in a Bugatti, but yeah, I'll work on it.
Been a great episode of Kyndra's Corner. Raymond, go ahead. I'm gonna let you start first. Let everybody know where they can find you online. Please shout your socials out, your next comedy show and all that good stuff.
Yeah, everyone can find me on Instagram at Raymond J Comedy. I have a website. What is it? RaymondJComedy.com. Over the next month or two, I'm going to be in Rochester, Minnesota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Sioux City, Iowa, St. Cloud. I'll be out in Summit County, Colorado, Denver, Colorado, and then Phillips, Wisconsin over the next few months here. So if anyone's in those areas, come check me out. Or if you want to connect online, I'm happy to answer questions or chat with people.
Man, you going to cities I ain't never heard of. I'm like,
Yeah.
You said Rochester. I thought you about to say New York. I'm like, but you know what? These city namers get lazy.
I know. I got excited when you said Rochester because I'm from Rochester, New York.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is Rochester, Minnesota, about an hour south of the Twin Cities. They're famous for the Mayo Clinic, and I'm working on the show.
Oh, I know Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like world renowned, and I work with a crew of comedians who all have some sort of physical or mental disability. We're appropriately named the Disableds. So on that show specifically, comedians with cerebral palsy, comedians deaf, comedians blind. I have APS syndrome, which is early bone fusion. So we're picking up traction there. It's been a lot of fun working with those guys. Sometimes the road shows are tough, but all our shows are accessible too. They're usually American Sign Language interpreted, and then they're usually on the ground level, which makes it easier for people in wheelchairs or with vision impairments. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to some of those will be with the Disabled crew. Some of them are on my own. But yeah, I've been just working at it, creating my act, and looking forward to meeting some folks on the road.
Love it, love it. Miss Anita, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you online.
You can find me everywhere at Anita X Valentina. And if you can't find me there, just Google it and it pops up. Anita X Valentina. Simple.
Baby, where you gonna be headlining this month or next month?
Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
I've been in a sketch comedy troupe for 10 years, and my group has our 10-year anniversary show starting next week, and we're gonna do 4 performances. The first one is on Tuesday, August 18th at 8:30 p.m. at UCB, and the next one, there's 2 the evening of Saturday, August 22nd at the Broadwater Theater, and then there's one the following week, Thursday, August 27th at the Pack Theater. And these are all in the Los Angeles area. And my Instagram is at @DoodleDoodleDavy.
There it is. There it is. Well, thank you to all my guests for coming on. Raymond, appreciate you, brother, so much for being able to make it happen. I'm glad we were able to get this together. Davey, I appreciate you for showing up. And Miss Anita, thank you for coming through Clutch. At this point, you're going to basically just be co-hosts every other week. Like at this point. The rest of everybody, please make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. With that being said, you all be blessed. You all be safe. We are out.
Yay.